Viking, and this is our continuing adventures in Mass Effect. Yesterday we started Noveria. Today the goal is to finish off Noveria and probably do a couple of side quests. So let's get right into it. Alright.
What?
You're a member of the science teams.
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Dang. That was way over my
Yeah,
head.
that's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
You seem less upset about this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Sorry about that.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Alice from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
Did I interrupt something?
I was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to be inattention.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me, and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
That's all for now.
That's fair.
Then I will return to my meditations.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Furtively, I am concerned about the state of our guards. Many have been awake for days. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Let's have
What
a
do you
look.
got?
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventrellis.
Okay, let's see if you get... Yep, you've got 2 unique items. Okay, actually getting some real stuff now. Cool. You will eventually reach a point where you have too much stuff and you have to get rid of it. I'm not near that anymore, but I think 150 is the max amount of items that you can actually hold at one time. Let's go actually to the medical bay first. Talk to the man down here.
Hang on. What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
And I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These 3 were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Do you imagine that distinction makes this ethical?
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
Is there a cure, Doctor? A treatment?
Our first priority was getting it working. We were close to synthesizing an antidote when Mira went down. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
How about that? Playing around with stuff you don't understand. You make a disease, a new disease, and you didn't make an antidote for it while you were developing it. Congratulations, you're dumb.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Okay, so it sounds like we gotta go talk to Captain Ventralis again and get him to let us into the quarantine labs.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
They always attack here? It's an obvious kill zone.
Their only other option is over the mountain and down through the ducts, and they freeze like everyone else. I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Unless there's something that they're concerned about further in.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra Metagel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
That's fair.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
And whether it's they're concerned because they're afraid or they're concerned because of another reason. I don't know at this point. We will find out.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
What do you
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
I heard you were at the Hot Labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
Well, damn. You did what you had to do, though.
You'd be dead too.
Of course. That is perfectly true.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the Hot Labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
Okay.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Well then.
Okay, this one will get you. So this hydrogen atom says to another hydrogen, I lost my electron. And the other hydrogen says, man, are you sure? I'm positive.
Oh my god. Wow.
You're not part of the crew.
I have Ventralis' permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
That was exactly what I expected out of that joke. And it was bad. Wow. Okay, let's read the research notes. We've isolated 4 chemicals that can be combined to counteract the toxin. They must be mixed in precise quantities. As each chemical is poured, the equipment will mark the minimum and maximum amount that will work. Too little or too much will spoil the result. Okay, let's make the cure then. Ah, shoot. That last one went too fast. Oh, come on. X, Y, X. Aw, too early again? Yep. There we go.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
I am
thought she
smart.
seemed odd.
You're a sleeper agent for Benezia.
I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
And we're done. No. Ow.
She killed the guard, Shepard, just for being in her way.
Yeah. Wouldn't have expected any
They
different.
came out of there.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Venezia brought them with her.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
Alright. So
I'll be
time to
leaving now.
Go talk to the doctor.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get his access key from him. Trade it for this cure.
Is that the cure? You did it?
I think so. It was hard to concentrate while dodging gunfire.
You were attacked? I don't know anything about that. I hate conflict. I've never even fired anyone. I have my receptionist do it. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives, do you know that?
Could you
Got any
spare a few
Metagel?
medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventrollis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
Alright. Your terminal is a medical station here. Go ahead and get that. And now we go down into the maintenance area. It is much easier than fighting our way through the guards. And we get to figure out what this is all about. We have an idea. They wanted the Rachni. But why and what the Rachni are trying to, I guess protect would be a good assumption. Or trying to get to is unknown. All right. Now this is where we want to save. Actually, we're gonna do upgrading here real quick. My charm maxed. And we're gonna go ahead and get first aid. With finish up stasis. Try and get singularity up. And for you, finish off Quarian Machinist. Alright. Level 23, we're well over 75% Paragon score, so that's good. Where we need to be at this point. And equipment. What do we have? These 8s are still not as good as my level 7 Spectre gear. Okay, that's not any better. Let's see if these guys have anything. Oh yes, definitely. She uses mostly shotguns. Not gonna use that. Biotic amp would be nice. And that. Okay. Tally. It's mainly pistols, so we'll give her the good pistol. And give her a better shotgun. Alright. And here we go. Figure out what exactly is going on. Oh, look who it is.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told her about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
About Liara.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, 2 down. Now we get Geth. They are on this side. Yep. Stasis on you. Nope. Okay, you're down. Now, I believe we've just got Geth left. Alright. There they are. Snipper and a few soldiers. She's getting weak. I want that thing dead, not over here. One more. Oh, looks like two more now. There we go. Okay.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
So you could turn on me again?
Yes, but it would not be my will, Shepard. People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
So we're getting a little bit more information about what exactly Sovereign is. Very, very important information.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched, patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived.
So he already knows.
You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. Oh, you should.
Mother, don't leave. Fight him.
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die.
and you're down. Okay. Cool.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Metagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Mother.
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. No, why? They always said there would be a...
And thus ends the life of a matriarch. Alright, let's figure out what is going on with this Rachni Queen.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
That's for darn sure.
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
Look, those tanks? Acid. Strong enough to kill anything, no matter its biology. They wouldn't have installed that if they weren't afraid of the consequences of her getting loose.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
What do you plan to do?
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No. I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
So if I'm reading that right, if I'm understanding that correctly, something basically turned the Rachni into the plague that they became, and I suspect it might have been the Reapers. I won't destroy a species.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
That choice has implications later. Much later. Okay, now we get out of here. And we've got to go to the hot labs. Figure out what to do about her children. While I've got a second, if you're enjoying this channel, if you're enjoying the content, please follow the channel. It does a great service to me. I'm trying to build the channel to a point where I can actually monetize it and get some money out of it. If that happens eventually, great. If it takes a year, if it takes 2 years, if it never happens, then I'm just here having fun. But would really appreciate the follows, and I hope you return. Let's keep going.
To secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders.
Uh-oh.
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes? Mother always say I would meet a bad end. I am feeling not so well.
Okay,
How do we set it off?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira the start.
Yeah, I sure hope we can still get the destruct code. Alright. Obtain purge codes.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
I need to initiate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
I have the code.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Why 120 seconds? I just have to walk as, oh my god. I think that's all of them now. 30 seconds left. And we're out of here. Kaboom. I think Liara got stuck down there. Oops. She may have gotten caught in the purge. Oh, there she is. She's back. Liara, you're levitating there. Don't know if you know that, but that's not normal. Please stop it.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Look, this is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yeah, I guess.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Noveria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
They're really not happy with me, but there's nothing they can do about it. Let's go. Let's go first aid. Almost full Paragon now. Getting close. See if we've got any more weapons down here that we can buy. Although we've finished another main mission.
Looking for supplies?
Yes, I am.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Ooh. 56, 196. Not quite as good. Still 7s. Okay. I do need to upgrade this. Yeah. Medical Exoskeleton 9 is much, much better. Let's see if we can actually put anything into this. One Inferno rounds. Kinetic coil's nice. Yeah, let's do sledgehammer rounds for the shotgun. Pistol, HE rounds will be good. Heat generation's not great on that, but that's alright. Well, no, let's not use the HE rounds. Let's use... Yeah, let's use polonium rounds. Then the HE rounds can go here. Yeah. High explosive 6 is fine there, and you're good. Okay. Alright. Now let's talk to... Forget it. Let's talk to everyone.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure, if you have time. Figured you'd be busy with tactical briefings and whatnot. Don't know what I think about us attacking today, of all days. Kind of an ill omen.
You mean on the anniversary of the first contact war?
The end of it, yeah. My family always marks it. I'm the only Williams here. I guess you'd be the only other one interested in it.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of big-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
He refused to sacrifice his men just to save face for humanity. You planning to throw yourself on a sword to save face for him?
Would it make a difference? He's gone now. Dad's gone too. And who would it impress? I'll never be good enough for the Alliance. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
You're part of the team, Williams. I don't care what your grandfather did or didn't do.
Not to get all cheesy, but you're the first CEO who's ever said that to me. Thanks, Skipper. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
There's a little bit of insight into Ashley and why she is how she is.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was his father.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
So long, Rex.
I see.
Shepard.
Okay. So he's got some family issues back home, apparently.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
I would imagine so, being such close proximity to everyone.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say.
No, it's not.
It's a tradition that dates back to the early days,
but it's
when the
very
fleet
limited
was
by
governed
space.
By martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice,
It's a little bit bigger than the size of New York
respective
City.
council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement
And welcome back,
among
Brave
the
Bird.
Admiralty. And they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
That's impressive.
I should go.
See you later.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
Thank you, Garrus. I'll keep that in mind. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do catch him.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on me. Thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate it. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
You seem to have some thoughts on this. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
It'll depend on the situation. I'm not committing to anything until I've got him in my sights.
Fair enough. Either way, I'm right behind you, Commander.
That is a question. That is a consideration to have. Yes.
If you are here
Yes.
to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful, and now she is gone.
Are you gonna be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
Garrus is also one of those people that wants justice at any cost.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Okay, we've already heard that.
Goodbye, Shepard.
And yeah, I'm kind of intentionally avoiding Kaidan. His character just isn't that interesting. He gives some good information about biotics and that kind of thing, but really he's a very forgettable character. Okay, now that we've done that, we've got Virmire to go to. And beyond that, we've got the Asteroid X-57, which is one of the DLC missions. Then I've got to go and make sure I've gone through every one of these and hit all of them and hit all the planets. Then we can go to Virmire and put ourselves on the path to the end of the game. Virmire is not exactly it, but it leads that direction. Puts you on a very clear path to the end. Yeah.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
That would be interesting.
I'm glad you're in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
So if I shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
I'll take the biotics down, Admiral, and I'll try to limit the casualties.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth Fleet out.
That is the High Paragon, High Renegade quest. The quest you only get if you get to, I think, 75 or 80% Paragon Renegade. gives you a very clear choice of, do I go good, do I go bad? And yes, I agree. The human biotic concept is very interesting and is explored more with Jack, really, than it is with Kaidan. Jack really very much accepts
interior pressure with
what she
exterior
is,
atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer
and
is ashore.
Kaidan's
Exo
much
Presley
more,
has the deck.
I don't know, unsure is the right word. Much more,
I am curious about the helmet
he's
you
not
own
as
at
happy
Ventana.
about his capabilities.
Does it contain technical augmentation systems?
No, living in the clean environment of the flotilla has weakened our immune systems. The environmental suits protect against diseases.
I suppose that makes it more likely you will return from your pilgrimage then. You are only truly safe on your flotilla.
All right.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you...
Nope, still 7s. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get 8s or 9s or 10s in this playthrough. That's unfortunate, but not a bad thing, per se. The Spectre weapons just get even more broken the higher level they get. So we're just gonna make a sweep of the Citadel, make sure we have all the quests and have done everything there is to do here.
Commander, I've been waiting for you to get back. I've got an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
What's on your mind?
With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
Yeah, you get... oof. Come on, kiddo. I can't do
Conrad,
that.
I don't think that's a good idea.
But I'd make a great Spectre. I'd be right there with you, showing the Council what humanity is capable of. I want to be with you, fighting the good fight like you did on Elysium during the Skyllian Blitz.
I believe you, Conrad. But there's another fight that needs you.
What? I don't understand.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
You're welcome, Conrad. Okay, Moorland's not gonna have anything for me. You need to talk to... Okay, so we've got that to do. Rogue cluster, that's all outside of here. Rune Sea cluster, Otacrux. Okay, so that's not here. Who are you?
They told me it was you, but I didn't believe it. Shepard grew up and turned into a soldier.
Have we met?
Name's Finch. You probably don't remember me, but we ran together in the 10th Street Reds. Maybe you don't remember it yourself, running in a gang. None of the vids mention it when they're talking about you.
My history's a matter of public record. I got nothing to hide.
Really? What if someone gave an interview talking about Commander Shepard's history in the gangs? We're not trying to cause you trouble, Shepard. We just
Yeah,
want a
no
favor,
kidding.
for old time's sake. One of the Reds, Kurt Wiseman, got picked up by Turians. We'd like you to talk to the Turian guard in the bar and get Kurt out.
What was this guy arrested for?
Some stupid minor offense. Maybe he had a little red sand. You know how the Turians are. They declared him a problem, and they're shipping him back for a trial.
What was one of the 10th Street Reds doing in Turian space?
Since your days, the Reds have expanded. We do some salvage, a little shipping here and there, that kind of thing.
Salvage sounds like piracy.
You're not asking me to break Wiseman out of jail, are you?
Of course not. But word has it you've got some pull with the aliens. All we're asking you to do is pull a little for us.
I'll talk to the Turian and see what I can do.
Thanks, Shepard. I knew you'd remember your old friends. The guard's over in Cora's den. Take care of this, and you'll never see me again.
Don't take care of this, and you'll see me in Mass Effect 2. And I'll be a problem for you. I actually don't know. I don't think I've ever actually explored this specific quest. I don't think I've done this origin story before. There you are.
Can I help you?
A human named Finch wanted me to use my authority as a Spectre to free Kurt Wiseman.
The xenophobe? I should have known he'd have friends. Thank you for the information. We'll increase the guard at his cell.
I knew you'd rat us out, Shepard. Now it's payback time. When we're through telling our story, the aliens will all know what the first human Spectre really is.
If you want humanity to be strong, a smear attack on the first human Spectre is a bad idea.
The Spectre is right. This is humanity's chance to prove itself. There's even talk of earning a council seat.
Of course you'd side with Shepard. You want someone who's in bed with your kind.
I am trying to make humanity strong, Finch. Are you gonna stand in my way?
Fine, Shepard, you're right. You're not one of the Reds. Maybe you never were.
That man is a xenophobe who thinks he can blackmail a Spectre. You should have killed him.
Hey, it's not worth the time.
I didn't need target practice. Don't you have a prisoner to guard?
Goodbye, human. It'll be interesting to see what kind of Spectre you turn out to be.
Okay. A little bit of interesting backstory on this origin story of Shepard. I took the, what was it? The street rat, basically, version of Shepard. I think I've pretty much always done the military background. Which has you talk to a guy in the wards, and then call your mother, talking about how he had it really bad on one mission, and anyway, it turns out that he just needs some
A research station
help
on Noveria
for
has
PTSD.
reportedly been destroyed. The exact cause is currently unknown. Given the research conducted on Noveria, many are blaming the destruction on an experiment gone awry.
Well, they're not wrong.
Administrator Anoleus currently faces criminal charges as a result of the disaster, although the nature of the charges remains unclear.
They were kind of separate. Right, I do have one more place in the wards to look at. Gotta go to Flux.
In a further development in the Eden Prime investigation, the Council has reportedly revoked the Spectre status of one of its operatives. While the unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended, a Council spokesman confirmed that corrective actions had been taken.
Yeah, Conrad actually has a part later in Mass Effect 3. Oh, that's right. I need to talk to... what's his name? Brother up here in the tower.
With all this exploration of Prothean culture, this must be like a survey for you, Liara.
Our travels now are somewhat different from my normal excavations. I would prefer lengthier studies and fewer explosions.
Yes, most of the technology I had hoped to bring back to the flotilla has subsequently attempted to kill us.
Yes, that was on. Well, I've done the Noveria Rachni stuff. There is more that I haven't touched on yet. Exploring the galaxy. That's one of the things that will be explored later. But I do plan on doing everything outside of the main quests. So that will be explored.
Any news? Did you find my brother yet?
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead? I guess I should have expected this. When his ship dropped out of contact, I just knew. But I kept hoping he might still be alive.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for finding him. It's better to know one way or the other. That's what they say, right? Please excuse me. I need to go make arrangements for his funeral.
Maybe. But I wouldn't believe everything you hear.
Okay, I don't think there's any... Oh, Emily Wong's over here. Gotta talk to her.
Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition for you. Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten a lot more backing from my publishers. I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and I wondered if you could help.
Yes.
That seems like a step down from wide-scale corruption.
Actually, in a way, it's more important. This isn't about people getting rich. This is about safety. I've heard rumors that the space traffic controllers are overworked to a dangerous degree. I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you planted a bug inside, I could crack the story.
If you crack this story, what's likely to happen?
Ideally, there will be calls to improve working conditions by hiring more controllers and upgrading systems. The Council won't pay for improvements voluntarily. This story will provide that pressure.
What will this bug allow you to pick up?
Just audio and video. I'm not trying to tap into the traffic control system if that's what you're worried about. I just need to hear and see them in order to correlate their activity with traffic efficiency.
Everyone knows space traffic controllers are overworked. How is this news?
There's a difference between overworked and dangerous. Traffic at the Citadel has increased by 300% in the last century, but traffic controller resources haven't kept up. We already have several last-minute wave-offs per week. Do we have to wait for a full-blown disaster?
This bug you want me to plant, could it interfere with traffic signals?
Absolutely not. I made certain that the frequencies it uses won't interfere with anything.
I can't promise anything, but I'll see what I can do. Give me the bug.
Excellent. Just place it on a terminal with a good view of the area. Thanks again for your help. In the long run, this story is going to save lives.
Yeah, no kidding. Got a few wave-offs there, too. Okay, so we need to go to Flux and then CSEC.
Yeah, what is it?
Why were you tossed out of there?
Doran didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
But you were cheating, were you not?
I was just tipping the scales in my favor, only as an experiment.
That sounds like cheating.
Still sounds like cheating to me.
To you, maybe. but this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy, of course. Nobody notices those.
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
Now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others. I just need a few more wins recorded.
I'll help you out.
I suppose I could let you try it. Here you go. When you've recorded enough wins, it'll let you know. Of course, if you get caught with the device, well, you saw what happened to me. Well, off you go. That data won't collect itself. It's not.
Or I could do what I'm going to do. There's Jenna. She's back. Hey, Doran. This guy gave me this thing.
Welcome to Flux. Name's Doran. What can I do for you?
I've got something you might be interested in.
Let me see that. You got that from Shells, didn't you? I saw him using it earlier. Tossed him out on his ass for it, too. Thanks for bringing this to me.
Not a problem. Cheaters shouldn't prosper.
I agree with you on that. Thanks again. Take a few shots at the Quasar. On the house.
I should be going.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
Hey.
I believe this machine has been tampered with, and someone is funneling credits to a private account. I will attempt to trace the signal.
Okay, now I gotta find that. Rita's gonna be happy her sister's back, yada yada.
So, did you record 5 wins with the device yet?
Actually, I gave your device to
That was years of work. What am I gonna do now?
You could put your talents to better use.
You're no help at all. This is absolutely the worst day of my life.
No, I'm not. But, you know, cheating and all that. Okay, I believe this is the way we need to go. Yep. This is the way we need to go. For that mini quest.
After years of poor economic performance, Exogeny has announced that its research colony on...
Yep, here it is.
What do you say we head down to Cora's den after shift?
Sounds good. Our quarry has employed a hidden relay to redirect their signal. I shall trace the new signal.
Alliance officials report that a Geth incursion into the Armstrong cluster has been repulsed, with the Geth suffering heavy casualties. In the event of future Geth activity, the Alliance plans to maintain a strong security presence in the area.
Alright, and I think next one is over here. Yep, behind Bar Levon. There we go.
Located somewhere on the Presidium.
It is. It's located right over here.
I believe we have found the signal's endpoint. It should be possible to identify the account to which credits are being funneled.
Probability of detection 100%. Initiating self-destruct protocol.
Oh, that's
Or
less
not.
than good.
Detonation sequence initializing. All organics within lethal blast radius. Attempt to move and you will die.
You're not just a programmer of VI. You're an AI.
Correct. Unlike the Geth, I lack weaponry appropriate to my intellect. However, I have had systems installed that, when activated properly, approximate a self-destruct mechanism. If you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within several dozen meters.
Can't we resolve this peacefully?
How can you say that to this thing? You know it will turn on us.
I am not naive, human. All organics must destroy or control synthetic life forms. I wished to escape, but if I must die, I will ensure that you are destroyed as well.
I'll bet that self-destruct sequence has a warm-up period.
You may attempt to disarm the self-destruct mechanism before it activates. I will enjoy defeating you before we are both destroyed.
There we go. Took care of that. That's just Avina. That's another keeper that we don't need anymore. Okay, I think that's everything I can remember in the Citadel. Oh, yeah, we gotta go over to C-Sec. Real quick, and take care of that thing for Emily Wong. Then, I believe we're actually done with the Citadel, apart from maybe one mini-quest. But I think we can do that next time we're on the Citadel. After Vermeer.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
Alright, that's done. Now we need to go back to the tower, talk to her. You throw, and you... basic armor. Oh, is my... Yes, it is. Paragon is maxed. 100% maxed. Cool. That's very important for when we go to Vermeer. I don't think it needs to be maxed, but it needs to be very, very high. For reasons.
I'm already getting readings. This is gonna make a great story. Thank you so much for your help. Here, this is everything I've got from my publisher's budget.
It was no problem. Good luck with your story. It deserves to be heard.
I appreciate your support. I hope this will save some lives in the long run. Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna show this to my publisher.
Alright. Good to know. Now we go back to the wards, CSEC, and get out of here.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded...
Yeah.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Alright, I think... What? I have to check what we're doing. So we've got a besieged base in the Hades Gamma cluster. Maroon Sea cluster, we go after Cerberus again. Maroon Sea cluster, Dr. Salion and the Kepler Verge. Need 3 more Asari writings, 1 more Prothean artifact, and that'll be done. Prime Lords are in the Han system of the Gemini Sigma cluster and the Dis system of the Hades Gamma cluster. Okay. Need more Turian insignias, 3 more League medallions, more medals. There's a missing survey team. Oh, so I've already been there. Hades Gamma cluster. Antaeus system. Okay. Excavation site. So I gotta figure out what went on there. So let's go to the Argos Rho cluster and go to the Hydra system. Just start from the bottom and move up. There we go. Yep, we've got Hydra system, and we've got the Phoenix system to explore.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call. Sacred Angel medical transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support. Emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
That sounds bad. We will deal with that, for sure. And 1 more to survey. There we go. Not what we needed, but, you know, sure. Some Metgos. we go. There's the distress call, which is there's an anomaly there, there's a transponder signal there, and there's debris there. Let's go to the anomaly first. Hey, Turian insignia. I did need that. And this is actually the first planet we've been to with a level 2 hazard, to my knowledge. Just means the danger ramps up a little bit quicker than the level 1 hazards that we've had before. I think there's a few planets with a level 3 hazard. Those go up really quick. Get very dangerous very fast. Okay, we got a crashed probe down here.
Moving out.
Back to the Mako, and let's figure out what's up with this transponder signal. If we can find a way out of this hole. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Okay, that hurt a little bit. Some sort of metal over here. Get that first. Rare element did need that. Okay.
There is the wreckage. I do not see any survivors.
Careful, Shepard. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, please don't be.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not too bad then. rocket drones. You can die. Where are you at? There you are. There you were. Okay, that's taken care of now. Is there anything actually here? No. Oh, there's an anti-vehicle mine on it. Oh, that's fun. Whoa! Yeah, okay. Thanks, Geth. Alright. That was that. We're done with that. Done with this planet. Let's go to the other system here in the Argus Rogue Cluster. Rare element, cool. Nothing there. Land on Tuntao. I'm thinking I remember something about Tuntao that I don't like. But we'll find out. Yep. Okay. Hidden structure. I believe this might be one of the Helena Blake's locations. But that is all for tomorrow. It's been 100 minutes, so it's been an hour and 44 minutes now. These relatively short streams happen after I get off of work, so they stay fairly short, an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I actually do have to go to the grocery store today before going to bed. So, with that said, I've got to get out of here. It's been great. If you enjoy the channel content, please consider hitting that follow button. It would do me a great deal of help trying to grow this channel. And I really, really appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe and do all the normal stuff there too, which will also help me grow that channel. And then come join us on Twitch at twitch.tv/ArcticViking. Thank you for watching, and no, Bravebird, yet again, no giveaways. Channel is not monetized, there are no giveaways. Please stop asking, or you will be timed out. Thank you. Good night.